Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So my sister is back. This is only 2 weeks since her last one. So they are still looking brilliant. But look how much her nails grow. And she's like, no, 3 weeks is fine, 3 weeks is fine. And I'm going, no it isn't.
It's a long way to come.
It's a long way to Tipperary. It's a long way from home.
It is.
It's 40 minutes.
Depending, not at the moment, not with the way that the
roadworks are.
going.
Yeah, most of the main road that I have to travel to work and my sister has to come by. They're
just digging up all of it.
Yeah. It's like
it's a major road.
40, 60, 50, 40, 60, 50. It's like, what?
Diversions if you're left, right and centre all over the place. It's a nightmare. It's a road that should be a motorway and isn't a motorway, and they're just digging up like 10 miles of it all
and
at the same
sticking
time.
a giant bridge.
Are they?
Yeah, so that's what's happening up further up, is next to it's where HS2 is going through.
For goodness sake.
So you've got the big giant bridge going on. That's why there's so much crap going on.
Not that HS2 is going to help us out at all, because it's not even going to stop here. No.
Completely and utterly pointless project.
Yeah.
Anywho, we won't get into that debate.
No.
Swiftly moving on. So yeah, she's come back in for a infill and a full redesign, but we're basically pretty much changing the whole of this design.
Yep.
Because I've just tempted her with some nice shiny sparkly stuff.
Things,
but it's all going to match a dress that she's wearing, and I managed to I knew I'd seen these flowers somewhere before. It's been bugging me for like 2 weeks, and I found them. I actually have foil with the same flowers on them.
Yeah, they're like identical. It's mad.
Yep.
Oh, oh dear.
Sorry for the swearing there.
I was trying to flood the house.
Well, I could see he was running the tap, but I just assumed he was making the tap hot. You know, he just left it running because not that he was about to. Yeah, he's made a mountain of foam.
I thought it was the washing machine going. I didn't even realise the tap was running. Cool. Anyway, so
yes. So yeah, there's lots of different flowers on there, and my sister can choose which ones she wants.
Yeah.
And yeah, and it matches the flowers that are on her dress. Yay. But obviously she's only wearing that dress once, so the design has to be a bit more Sula-ish for the rest of the time. So we're going to add a bit more colour into the design. So as in the last video, we did all the prep and all of that lot, so I'm not going to do that in this video. We are going to get them all prepped and ready, and then come back when we're going to do the design part. Because we're going to have some ombres, we're going to have some colour, we're going to have some
sparkles. Cool.
Awesome. Right. See you in a bit.
In a bit.
Hello, I'm back. Yeah. My sister's just taking the mickey out of me.
That's true. You're walking like an old lady. I've got to take the piss out of you.
Well, there's very few things you can take the piss out of.
Yeah, sure. Totes.
Do you want to give me a hand?
Yeah, I suppose I better.
Yeah. Right. So I've just done one hand. We've worked out the kinks.
Yep.
So now we're going to do this hand. So the cuticles are done. They've all been filed down. What we discovered is my sister's got green nails underneath. Okay. These are not greenies. Okay, they're
it's
not
from an earlier set.
Yeah, it's from a much earlier set. There's a bit of green. And I went to use coconut milk from CGP because everybody's like, oh, that's so much better for ombres. And it is a beautiful colour. It doesn't cover the green.
No,
it's a fail.
It looked fabulous going on, didn't it? It looked really lovely when you did it on the other hand, but it did not cover the green.
No. So the first thing I am going to do is I like to buff over the whole of the nail. So the nail plate needs a buff even. Buff. Hey, presto.
Is that what onomatopoeia means? I can't remember what onomatopoeia. Like Alex was on about it.
Where the hell? What? Where did that come from?
He was on about words that sound like the things that they are, like boom and thwack and meow. You know, and like words that sound like the things that they are. And then he was saying about that. I mean, that's what onomatopoeia means, but I can't remember what onomatopoeia means.
I don't even know what that word is.
Onomatopoeia.
I know I've heard it, but I just thought, you know, people are just making shit up.
I can't remember what it means.
Or like it's some foreign word, you know.
Yeah. Sorry, you said poof, and I was like, oh, there's another one of those words that sounds like the thing it is, because you go poof, and it goes poof, and that's the right sound. Anyway,
okay.
I've had my fingers in the wrong place, not bending, just being really awkward the whole way through. She keeps on just hitting me with the...
yeah, she gets a dunk.
Yeah, I get a doink with the file, because I keep on just doing weird things with my fingers today.
Which is obviously so helpful.
Oh, yeah.
Like, just as I put the cuticle bead, she, like, turns her head and her hand goes with her. I'm like going... Really? You didn't actually have to look at him to open your mouth.
Sometimes I do.
No.
Sometimes I don't.
Not everybody does this step, but I like to have a nice, smooth base. Okay, I find that the next product sticks better when this has all been grooved. And, you know, it's the age-old expression that obviously if your base is wrong, then it doesn't matter what you do to the rest of the set, it's not going to be right. So start with a smooth base. And that's it. I just like to smooth it out. Make sure I'm happy with it all before I start building on top.
Oh, and somebody had given you a top tip about putting your monomer into your little dish. And that
using
worked.
my brush as I tip the bottle in.
You put the brush in the bottle and then tip the bottle, and then it all went in really nice and neatly, didn't it? Instead of having a bit of a poop all over the shop.
You're just going to be saying things like kapow next, aren't you?
Yeah. I don't even have a Batman t-shirt on today.
Batman. No, you have Star Trek.
I have Star Trek today.
She has Spock and Ming the Merciless.
I have Spock and Spock.
Yes, but he looks like Ming the Merciless.
It's
Spock with a goatee.
Where there are two Spocks.
I know. But he still looks like Ming the Merciless.
It's the eyebrows.
It's the goatee.
He always has Ming the Merciless eyebrows.
Yeah, it's the goatee that goes along with the eyebrows now. That's the...
Yeah. I love this t-shirt. I got it from Jim's sister. I've no idea where she got it from. It's like... But it's a cool tee, and I love it. And it's slightly too small for me, but I love it anyway. I still wear it. It just rides up around my butt, because my butt's got too big.
I like big butts and I cannot lie.
But this t-shirt does not. So,
Maybe it does because he wants to sit on top of the butt.
butt shell. Butt shell.
I am a butt you. There's some weird whispering from the men going on behind us. What's happening?
Oh no, I just said Jim was downloading Digital Legends.
I think there's a Double Fine one we played ages ago.
It was really, really good.
Yeah.
And then I downloaded it thinking, oh, the kids might like this. It looks pretty, you know. And then it was like language on and off, score on and off, and I was like, oh. And I was like, okay, maybe not good for you too.
Yep.
Doom. I was like, how bad is Doom Eternal?
You really enjoyed Doom Eternal though, didn't you? No, not Halo. You say Halo. Yeah, you're playing Doom at the moment. Which has the most amazing soundtrack. I've never played any of the Dooms.
I remember when they re-released Doom on the PC, what, in 2000 or something. It's a new shit the living daylights out of me.
This is a very expletive episode.
It is.
It just
I was like, and you
nowhere,
watch
and I
all
was
the
like,
horror. You watch all the horror. You don't get jump scared or anything.
No, but I was watching.
I get jump scared of stuff that's not horror related, like he'll drop the remote partway through watching Deep Space
18.
Nine and I'll absolutely jump.
I was 18 before I met Shona. There was no one in the house. It was like almost midnight. And the room was dark, and I was just playing it, and it just literally just appeared out of nowhere, and it was like.
I was like that with Max Payne when Max Payne first came out, and we were in a I was in a shared house. It was before gym, and with all the surround sound and everything was all hooked up, and it was like, oh, it's the most amazing house we lived in. And at that point, there was like
That's dehydrator.
5 or 6 of us, and and with the surround sound, something came out from the back of us playing Max Payne, and it absolutely, like, I jumped out of my chair. Absolutely scared the bejesus out of me. It was so funny.
Oh, what was it? It was on Netflix, wasn't it? It was the other day. It just happened to be shown. I looked her up, and she's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe I just saw." It was it was the second It film.
Yeah.
It was literally, it's just like this little kid sitting on the bench at the bus stop, and he's like looking at his glasses. He's heard something, and the next thing he knows, he turns, and this giant head appears. His mouth opens, and all this stuff comes flying out of his mouth, and she was like, why do I have to look up at those times?
Yeah, I always get like the wrong moment to look up.
I've said to Jim, I'm not into movies like that at all. I'm like, when it comes to It, he has to watch it when I'm out, because I cannot handle that at all. I'm like, that's so far beyond my limit. I've never seen a Stephen King movie. Ever. What? I haven't seen a single Stephen King movie. Nope. Not even The Shining.
Shiny.
That's why I was so excited when they were going to do one of Dark Tower, because I love the Dark Tower series, and that was just about the worst movie ever made.
But Shining's not like the book, but it's still a good film.
I've seen enough bits of it to know what happens, but I can't. So, yeah.
So today, not only are we getting nails, we're also going to have a little film review.
Always. What have you been watching that's been fun recently? Have you seen any good movies?
No.
Okay.
We're going to watch the Adam Project later.
We are going to watch the Adam Project later.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching Grace and Frankie. I got season 6, and then I'm like, do you know what? I'm really kind of bored of this now. It's like there's only so far you can go with it.
Yeah.
They should have stopped in season 5.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yeah, I'm done with this now. Right, so
you got to the end of them, and the end of your Fry Any Fishers.
Well, that was ages ago.
Yeah, I didn't know if you'd ever finished it though. Oh no.
It went plop.
It went plop. Kapow! Plop.
Just can't get on with this on the Xbox.
And this is now where I'm going to have fun trying to pick up a bead of white.
Yay!
PC though was good. PC was
Wait for it to change.
The Xbox have made it, everything's autopilot. You just go up to the space station and see the dock, and then it just takes over. And it's like, one part that's controlling it, dodging the ships.
I think what we've been watching recently.
And when it first came out,
We started watching Sherlock with Eleanor. Jim and I have seen it before, the one with
Cumberbatch.
Yeah. And it's like, there's the Hobbit! And Doctor Strange! And we're like, yes. How do you know these people as the Hobbit and Doctor Strange?
Because she watches Marvel films.
Yeah, and Lord of the Rings films. Yeah, they're doing detective stories in school at the moment. And we were like, and they're doing Sherlock Holmes, and we were like, oh, do you want to watch Sherlock Holmes then on the telly, like a modern adaptation? She was like, oh, okay, cool. So yeah, we started watching them with her, which Jim and I have seen them all before, but it's fun watching them again. Yeah, because they're good adaptations. There's just one episode where I'm like, I'm not going to let her watch that. So that's the one with Sherlock's sister. Don't know if you've seen any of the
yes.
Sherlocks.
I was just going to say.
The episode with his sister is not remotely okay.
No.
So, yeah. Yeah. And, yeah, and we realised that I've watched some of the Black Mirrors, but not all of them. So we've been watched a few of the Black Mirror.
No.
Really?
No
I
idea.
mean, it's not your kind of thing. But,
Well, there you go then. Oh, well.
No.
Netflix.
No. Yeah.
I've seen it advertised.
Yeah, they're all dystopian visions of the future. They've been going for years.
Yeah.
There's only ever a couple of episodes per season. They've been going for, I don't know, 10 years
Now, in
now.
case you're looking at this going, Shona, why are you just poking the hell out of this? Like, this is the nail that broke to here. Okay, it's got a bit of a chunk at the side going on here, so I'm just trying to fix that at the same time. Okay, and I can't press too hardly because too hard in case
It goes splurts underneath.
no, in case the whole thing just snaps.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because we've had to file it back a lot because obviously we're going to redesign it.
Yeah.
That it's quite weak and obviously it's not.
I
not the best.
was quite nervous washing my hands with that one, actually.
So yeah, I will file these into shape. It's not a major one. All we got to do is make sure she doesn't hit her hand.
I will hug you. There we go. I hug you. I hug you with my hand.
We're also having great fun because it has been a long time since I have used white. Now, the coconut milk doesn't play like a normal white.
But this isn't coconut milk.
But this is not.
White.
This is Snow White. So this is your normal white. Okay, so I'm just going to spread that over and then we're just going to blend that back. Okay, so we can just... Okay, clean my brush. And now at this point, you see it's starting to polymerize now. So then you can work it a lot better. If you go in with to your white too soon, it just ends up a very sticky mess. Not in the fun way. Yes, you dirty-minded over there.
I didn't even think that until you said it, and then I couldn't unthink it.
Yeah. Always blame it on me.
Always.
See? There we go. Look at that. Lovely. See, now that's how we want to do it. The pinky, like I say, pinky was the fact I'm holding my breath whilst I'm doing it. Don't snap.
Yeah, when I was washing my hands after I'd had a wee, I was like, just go really carefully around that nail. just go really carefully.
And then what we do, we just let them set a bit before we come in to put the pink on. Now, this middle nail is just going to be an infill of the pink.
Yay!
Which is called Fantasy.
Yay!
Which, if you're going to become this as your regular colour, I'm going to need to buy some more. So no, I want funky colours.
I want funky colours. The only reason I haven't is because I'm wearing it to go with the dress, and I've got to be all classy and grown up and an adult and stuff, and yeah. But I'm looking forward to going back to mad colours again because I enjoy all my mad colours.
Yeah. So originally, my sister was going to have one stroke.
Yeah.
No.
You were practicing and you were just like, I'm not confident, so we changed our minds.
Yeah, I just couldn't get it to work, and then I was just starting to get really like. If she was coming in just for her regular whatevers, I'd be like, yeah, I'm just going to play. We'll see what happens, all of that job. But because I know that this is for a particular event, and it's, it's a black tie event, so they've got to be good here. I was like, no, I can't deal with this pressure. It's really stressing me out. I am not comfortable enough with this. And then we kind of toyed with the idea of watercolours, but we decided that wasn't quite right.
Yeah.
For this either.
Yeah, which is why I've got really, for me, a very kind of quite plain and classy set for me.
Yeah, this is definitely more kind of like my set.
Yeah. Even though you're younger, you're definitely more grown up than I am, and always have been, really.
You all heard that.
Yeah, I'll admit it.
Yep, I'm the sensible one who's boring.
Oh, not boring. You're just way more sensible and organised than I am. Just means, yeah, sometimes I get into chaos.
Yeah. Yes. But yeah, you've had, you know, you going abroad and stuff like that. You just travelling. You just, you know.
I haven't travelled. I haven't been abroad since Littlen was born.
No, but when we were younger.
Oh yeah, in my 20s I travelled.
You know, you're the one travelling around. You're in the clubs. You're like living out. Me, I was working and just saving all my money and doing like all the sensible stuff.
Yeah, but that's put you in a much better position now, because now you're like, everything's all stable and I can afford to go away a couple of times a year.
Yeah, but now I've become
kind of
too
things.
adult that I'm like going, I can't go and get absolutely plastered and end up in a bin.
Yeah.
Or,
Passed out behind a dumpster. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like...
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, that's it. I spent my 20s doing all the silly things, and then it's put me behind where you are now. But, you know, I still got to enjoy doing all those things then. It's just different. But yeah, now you're in a position to do things that I'm not.
Yeah, but now I'm just too afraid to do all these things. I'm like, oh, no, I'm a home bird. I don't want to be up till stupid o'clock in the morning. Like, Jesus, I had that with kids. That was bad enough, thanks. I want to sleep now.
Yeah. Yeah, there is a point definitely in your life where you're like, you know what? I don't want to pass out in a field at a rave anymore. And there's definitely a point in your life where you're like, yeah, I think I'm done with that. But you never did that the first time round, so you've probably missed the boat for that kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I wouldn't go in. I told you she's possessed with that roller skate, and I don't understand. Sorry, my cat's doing something really weird to the roller skate.
What are you doing?
She's properly... I don't know if she's got a scent of another cat or something on it or what, but she's
we
just...
We had another cat come in the house last night.
Did we?
Yeah, he come through the letterbox.
That would give you a jump scare, wouldn't it?
Jesus, that's one ninja cat to manage to jump through the letterbox.
No, he come through the cat flap, come halfway through, and I heard something, and I looked, and I was like, well, I've got 3 cats here, and there's one there, so who the hell? And 2 of them jumped down off the sofa when they heard it, and I went up, and it was like, suddenly it's like, boom, 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 and the cat flap, and I was like, right, I better go and have a quick look.
Yeah, check all the cats are all okay.
No, the cats were fine, they're all like twice as big there, like they're all fully puffed out at you.
Oh, properly defending their territory. Yeah, she's obsessed with grooming herself on that. And it's only on that one skate. There's like 4 skates down there, and it's just one she's obsessed with. Strange cat. Yeah.
Way too much.
You normally do that to my pinky, not to my thumb.
I know. Bollocks. This is not the time for your hand to suddenly get warm either.
My hands are never warm.
I know, but all of a sudden your hand is actually quite warm, and I'm like, this is setting. This is setting. I've still got to blend it. No. Shit. Oh, I've dropped the S word now as well. Sorry about that.
Yep.
So who hasn't?
Jim. That doesn't mean we now go, Jim, to do the S word.
You're just like, why is everyone staring at me?
And that is not me farting either, people. That is my hand rubbing.
Yeah, yeah.
Excuses.
Oh, got another cat come to explore exactly that set of skates. What the heck, guys?
What the hell is
They've
that?
probably gone over something on the grass because there's a bit of mud on that, so maybe they've gone through some cat
Yeah.
poop or something.
Cats happen.
Right.
Woohoo!
Moving on to the really colourful one, which is called Tea Rose.
It's so pretty. I like it.
I like it. I like it. I like the
Mm.
funny feeling being here with you. And you know I do. Perfect.
Thank you. I try.
So my sister asked a very valid question earlier. Going,
Did I?
yes.
Wow.
Why are you capping that when it is cool powders?
Yeah, on the ombre, not on the glitter. I was like, well, the glitter, obviously, because you always do. And then she was like, oh, normally the words. But yeah, on the ombre, that really confused me.
Yes. And can you remember what I told you?
Because you don't want to file away the blend. So you put the clear on top so that you've got something to file the shape into properly whilst protecting the blend so you don't lose it.
Yay!
And I'd never thought of that. So, yeah, there we go. I did an actual nail think.
Nail thing or nail think?
Think. Yeah. And then you said a lot of the CJP powders, just even the colours, don't need capping, which really confused me because normally colours need capping, don't they?
Really, Cat?
Yeah. Cat's off again.
The cat's going for a poop.
I know. Cats.
After emptying, you know, half the contents of the litter everywhere other than over her poop.
Yeah.
But that one is so stupid. She gets out of the litter tray and scratches on the floor as though that's somehow going to cover the poop.
Nice. We used to have a cat who used to scratch all of her litter out of the poo tray and then poo on that. She used to have all of her body inside the litter tray, but poo outside the litter tray. Just like a cat. Sometimes they happen.
Yes, yes, they do. It's a bit like Princess, who starts to stand up while she's peeing.
Tina walks, our dog. She walks and pees at the same time. And you're just like, can you just stay in one place and then pee and then carry on going instead of just walk and pee? But strange dog.
I mean, that's quite impressive.
It's weird. It's like she forgets what she's doing halfway through. I mean, she is old.
I was going to say, it's a bit like the sketch from Little Britain with the old lady in the supermarket. That she's actually not aware that she's whittling.
Could be.
So she just thinks she's having a walk and going, oh, that was a bit wet.
Yeah.
Where's that puddle come from?
Yeah, I think she just hasn't realised she's finished peeing and she's just like, oh, I'll just go and see what's over here. You're like, no, you're still peeing, dog.
Yeah, she probably can't feel it, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. She's an old lady.
She is an old lady, bless her. Oh, silence.
Also silence from outside.
I've got to terrorise Grandad.
Yeah. I was like, now I can't see the trampoline because you've moved it. I'm like, I don't know what they're up to.
No, they just all sat on the trampoline. Looked like they were
Having a chat.
having a debate.
Oh dear.
Well, they just sat and facing each other, just.
Oh, there's
having a
not
chat.
angry faces going on then.
No.
Good. We don't want angry faces. No. And then another cat pops out from somewhere else. Now I need to, because this is really helpful. One of these is bright white, one of them is clear. Now this is the clear only because I know, because it's got you know, a lot less in it. But you know when you go, you can't actually tell the difference.
That tea rose is such a gorgeous colour.
I know. That's why I chose it. Because I'm just so awesome.
Yes. Yes, you are.
I know. Yeah, one of my friends was asking for some nail designs. So, oh, what colours? So I spanned with a load of pictures. She said, yeah, my nail tech is not like you. I'm like, oh, don't tell me. Acrylic with just some gel polish on top. You know, like the basic. And like, yeah, I can either have glittery one or I can have plain. Like, that's not... It's like, just no. Just no, people. I'm like, it also is like, well, why ask me if you can't actually achieve any of those things anyway?
Maybe go to her tech and go, hi, could you try this?
You know, it's like they can't even seem to achieve stamping. I'm like, it's not hard. You know, it's not like it adds a load of time onto you. Well, I suppose if you really crap at it, it does, because, you know, sometimes it can just all go a bit wrong. You tired there, love?
Oh, you set me off.
If you set me off, we're going to be in trouble.
Sorry. I blame Adam.
You have been warned. It's all gone quiet.
Yes.
Because Sulu's not doing her job and using words.
Oh, well, you're capping in clear. There we go.
Wow, thank you.
As I say, there's not a lot that can be said at the moment.
You can talk about anything. It doesn't have to be nail related. It generally isn't nail related,
It generally isn't nail related, no. But not a lot is happening at the moment to talk about.
Yeah, sun's out. Had barbecue.
We did have a barbecue. It was lovely. Courtesy of Adam.
Yeah, we've got to take advantage of the sun when it suddenly pops out to see us.
Yeah, apparently it's in for a week, which is nice.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yep, I crippled myself in the garden yesterday. So, you know, moved the trampoline, moved all the plants to be able to move the trampoline. You know, me and Grandad and the kids were all working hard out there. All fine. I then swept up the mess afterwards and crippled myself.
Yeah.
My back went, no!
So she's walking like an old lady
And
today.
walking like I've shat myself.
Yeah. You really are. Oh, Grandad incoming.
What, in here or in the garden?
Garden.
Okay. Well, you weren't specific there.
I was not. So I thought he was out. And then suddenly a wild Grandad appeared. Sprouted in the garden.
Huh?
Maybe like wireless sticks being placed in the ground.
Where? What?
Trying to make goals post in the garden.
Ah.
I said don't because I need to cut the grass tomorrow.
was going to say, we cleared all the crap up yesterday. Right, we shall let those set, and then we're going to file them, and then we are going to foil and top coat. I'm going to press the button and just hope for the best now, because I've been waiting for each finger I've filed, and it's like, nope, chaos. Nope, chaos. I'm like, oh, right.
Not just you.
Okay. Just going to file these into shape.
It's now got a very large fork.
Gardening fork or a regular fork?
No, gardening fork.
Right, you might want to be a bit more specific than that.
Never. Nom, 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 nom.
So, come around the sides, round the cuticle. Okay, come to this side. Okay, we'll take it into the middle and then come down the front. Lovely. Simple as that.
Oh, down the side.
Any of the vegetables?
You go for it. You go attack that cucumber.
Not attack people with the cucumber.
They're tiny bits of cucumber. He'd struggle.
Okay, I just had image of it like an entire
Yeah.
big cucumber, like a
cats.
sword.
Oh, yeah.
On guard, or I will cucumber you.
Cool. So round the cuticle. And up into the middle.
Then round the other side.
Do, 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 do.
And do the sides. And up into the middle. So the most amount of product is here, not at your sides.
Over the top.
And then over the top.
I don't get it. Like, they're outside in sub-zero weather, and then today when the weather's actually good, they're all like, I don't want to be outside.
It's cold.
It's cold. Like, really? You've been out on, like, Christmas Day when it's been frosty and we've struggled to
Should we
get
try
you
turning our hand
inside.
over? Look, there's your nails. Woohoo!
No! But it was the
Because
gritty.
when they're out there, the sun's on them, it's nice and warm, and then they get the breeze. And it's like, I'm waiting for it to go on those.
Crazy children. Right. Oh, that's it. I'll move my foot.
That would always be helpful. Yes.
No, never.
You shall not pass.
What the?
But I want to.
Right, we're going to need some foil gel.
What kind of
We
fun?
are going to... Oh, did he just say wet hand high five?
I don't know, but I'm not sticky, so I'm calling it a win.
What?
Right, okay, so...
What?
The middle nail is the one we're going to foil. Before I top coat the other nails, however, I'm going to put base coat on. So we're going to do all of that at the same time because they all require a 60-second cure.
I'm going to act
Why
like
put base coat and then top coat?
Because I find, especially when I've done an infill, that when I go straight on with the top coat, it doesn't always adhere properly to the layer underneath.
Okay.
And I don't know why, because if I do a fresh set, brand new fresh set, I can go straight with top coat, no
Yeah.
problem. But something about when you infill, I don't know, it just
It just doesn't.
doesn't quite.
Okay. Yeah, because normally you go straight in with top coat, and I was kind of like, or normally when you've put base coat is because then you're going to add something into it, and I was like,
yeah, say like if
Yeah.
we've done water decal or something like that, then it needs to have base coat
stamping
over
or-
the top
yeah.
to get the pot two to stick together. But yeah, it's just become a bit of a habit now.
Okay.
Right, you need to decide which part of the flower are we going for.
Cool. I quite like these ones and also these little ones. So something maybe thems or thems.
You mean these ones?
Yeah, those little ones or those
Okay, well
ones.
one finger can have that one on and the other finger can have another one on. Yeah?
Yeah?
No. Right, let's get this one in the lamp. Just get out. Just get out. Yeah, so I mean, I could top coat straight over the top and it would work absolutely fine and there would be no problem whatsoever. But just for the sake of making sure that it's all going to be absolutely fine, I'll just stick some base coat on.
Okay, cool.
Basically.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. It's like normally I've seen you base coat first when we're doing something over the top. I don't think I've ever seen you just base coat and then top coat straight away. So that's what I was like, oh,
I do that
curious.
quite often actually, so it shows how often you pay attention to me.
Yeah, well, normally you base coat because then we're doing something. Yeah, because we're doing a bit of something on the top.
No, normally I base coat underneath. Like, sorry, on top of whatever we've just done.
Oh. Well, yeah.
So
then
say if I was
really
going to
haven't
do
been
stamping,
paying
you see, I would stamp onto the nails as they are. Then I put base coat over the top of the stamping and then I would top coat over the top. Because one, it gives the double layer so that protects the stamping. And two, because sometimes the top coat doesn't stick to the stamped area as well. Or say if it's a particularly thick design or something like a decal that we've done or whatever, you want to use the base coat to kind of smooth it out.
Yeah. Yeah, or when you've done stickers or something and you just want to kind of even it. Yeah, okay.
Yarp yarps.
Yep, yep.
Nope, now when it comes out, we want that one just to cool down a little bit. So now I'm just going to do your other hand.
Look how good that is. Top lobs.
This is because we're just letting the foil gel cool, which again, somebody else recommended. You know, because sometimes when it's hot, it's too hot. You know, I say like when you're rubbing with your fingers, sometimes it seems to add too much heat in there, which is why I quite like the silicone tool.
I do love your silicone
I
tool.
do love my silicone tool, yes. Speaking of which.
Nobody who's ever watched any of your videos is in any doubt about your love for your silicone tool.
Well, if they've never watched any of my videos, they'd never know the fact I have a silicone tool.
Anyone who's ever watched any of your videos.
Oh, I thought you just went, nobody who's ever watched your videos. I'm like, well, how would they know? Because they haven't watched.
No.
It's been a long day. I'm tired now.
Oh no.
It's your fault. You started yawning at me.
Adam started yawning, not me. I'm not responsible for the yawning.
Yeah, Adam.
Yeah.
Don't blame me.
You started it.
So what? You didn't have to copy.
Oh!
Do we want this lamb shoulder half tonight?
Really?
Is that a yes?
I don't know. That's old lady noises, I think.
I can't say I'm particularly bothered either way, my love.
Well, I could do it tomorrow. It's easier.
Yes.
Dad can always help someone when he gets back.
Yes.
I'm not massively hungry.
Nope.
Get your bacon when you leave.
Oh yeah, got to remember our bacon. Oh, that looks like it's working, doesn't it? Because you've got your magic silicone tool. Looks like it's working in places anyway. You can do it. Nope. You can do it. Do it, Doug.
You jinx me, you see.
Foils very rarely work first attempt on me. You know this.
Yeah, that's not going to plan. That's fine. We will take that one off and try again.
Okay. Looks like it's worked better.
Yes and no. You won't notice those bits though. Unless you want it redone. In which case I will redo it.
No, I think that one looks good.
Right, let's top coat. Nope, let's base coat that one.
Oh.
Again, because I've just put something over the top.
Yeah.
Okay, put that one in the lamp. Right, I'm going to top coat these other ones because I don't want them to get dust in them when I file that off to redo it. In fact, I won't even file it off. I'll probably just use some acetone. Do, 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 do. Come on and do the conga. Do, do, do.
Why did your brain make that link?
I went do, do, do.
Okay, and that was the obvious next step.
Obviously.
Okay.
Sun's out. Party time. Conga line.
Doobie-doo.
Do, do, do. You should know by now not to ask why when it comes to my brain.
No, I do. I know that. I do.
It's like, I don't know. Why you do it? I don't know either. Yay. Right, now we can top coat over the top of these ones. I honestly don't know why the other one didn't stick.
It's me and foils. It's always hit and miss. So I love foils, but it's always hit and miss.
Yeah, but a lot of the time with foils, it really depends on the foil you're using.
So why would one work and not the other?
Well, it could just be the way I put it on.
Yeah.
That hand in. Right, let's get rid of that.
Yep.
And get rid of that bit.
Whee! You're just yeeting things over your shoulder there.
Yep. Let's try some gel residue. See if that does it.
It's doing it.
Yeah, we need some of this back on. Woo!
We've gotten to the silly noises stage of the day, haven't we?
Yes.
I know. There we go. So we've got one hand looking fabulous.
Fabulous, darling. Fabulous.
Indeed.
Indeedly doodly. Besides, it's better than listening to me singing Christmas songs.
Why would you be singing Christmas songs in spring?
Because Oliver has got, and it is for Christmas, but it's like the talking, singing penguins, and he really likes them, and it's that song, and he just randomly presses the button and it sings the song. It's not like it's another tick or anything
I don't know, you
going
are
on.
totally like
Ugh.
the penguin. Twitch.
Yeah. It's like, it's some weird shit. It's some weird shit. They're totally not you, though.
No. But they're going to look fab.
They will look fab, yes. Right.
Woo!
Oh, yeah.
Adam!
What's that?
We're still recording. He's very sweary today, isn't he? He's not normally that sweary. But
Well,
today...
he's generally a sweary, but
Yeah, but he's not normally sweary when we're filming, but today
No.
he is very sweary.
I do apologise.
What do you expect? I'm going to get my vape and I get the
What?
Electric shock?
yeah.
I mean, all he said was, I go to get my vape and I get all bloody, and I'm like going, what did it do to you? It's not supposed to have blood coming out of it, or...
Yeah.
Oh, the fact that you were making silly noises before you finished. Especially with the kids constantly like putting in
No, we're just going around, doing our doing. Doopy doopy doo, doopy doop doop.
Oh, she was in wow.
Look at that, we nearly made it through a whole recording of nobody doing burping or farting or...
Yeah, but it's inevitable. Yeah.
Well, I'm not now. I'll let them up.
Yeah, that worked.
Doop doop!
Woo!
Whoop whoop! There we go. So we're going to base coat this one. They can go in the lamb, and then we'll put some top coat on, and then we'll do some cuticle oil.
And then we're all done.
And then you are all done. Right, so on that note, we are going to say bye-bye.
Bye.